Greetings, y'all. It's Matt from the Green Arcade, back playing some more Farming Simulator 19. We're back at Ravenport, and we're going to shut our tractor off here, turn the lights off, and then shut the tractor off. I still hate that. I hope they fix that. I hope they make it to where you can turn your lights off after you turn the engine off. They need to work on that. But basically, I've got all the stumps out of here, I think. Hopefully, we've got them all out. There were quite a few of them. Worked on it for a little bit, and I think I got them all. There is another fir tree down there laying across the road, but I'll get to that later. I want to see if I can take this hill out. Let's see what kind of damage we can do here, I guess. Alright, let's get to it. Let's go here, and there. There we are. Alright. Now, let me move some of my junk out of the way. I just finished my breakfast, so let me move my plate there. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Unless you're eating a pizza. Alright, let's get down here and see what we can do. This basically is the hill right next to the original homestead here. And we're going to get to work on this soon. But I want to see what I can do with this hill. Basically, just kind of want to try to get it a little more even. So I'm going to use the bigger tool here. And what I want to do is go around here and make sure there's no places where it shows up red. Okay, there's one. Let me see if I can narrow that down there. I'm not seeing it now. Of course, it may not tell me until I click on it. Let me do some smoothing here and see if I can find it. I've got the smoothing going now. It is activated. I'm not seeing the red anywhere. That's not a stump there. I got a lot of these little wedges laying around. I guess I need to go around and pick them up. See, that's a wedge there. All of these are wedges out here. I think I've got, for the most part, most of this worked out. You do get the terrain cannot be modified here when you get close to the road. But this hill's not that close. And I want to see if I can bring this hill down. So this might work and it might not work. If it does, great. If not, oh well. Alright, I'm going to turn my help on here because I cannot remember all of the controls. Basically, I want to lower this. Let's see if it works. This is the largest brush size that I've got. Okay, I'm just going to start right up at the top here and see if it'll go down. It brought it up a little bit. It is going down, but it's costing some money. Let me get to this vantage point here. See if we can bring most of this hill down. I think the flattening tool would work better here. Like maybe start it up at this elevation. Up to a point, you know. And to flatten, you hold both mouse buttons. Kinda like that. This will take out most of this hill. Can I move while I'm doing this? Yeah, good. This should take out most of the hill here. We'll have to do some leveling. Oh, got to a place where it won't do it. Why won't it do it? Maybe I need to decrease the size of that. No, it's not wanting to let me lower this here. Well, might not be able to do it right here. Let's see if I can maybe get it about right. Nope. So it's looking like we might have to keep some of this hill. Let's see what we can do with our smoother here. No, that won't even smooth down, so I'm gonna have to build some of this back up. If I can, if it'll let me. Oh, maybe in trouble. Let's see, raise. Now it just let me level it. Why will it not let me raise it? This is insane. Let's go back to the big brush. It's really not, oh yeah, it's not gonna let me do it. Come on. Really? Won't even let me smooth it. Are you kidding? It just let me modify this terrain. Oh, I'm out of money. That's what it is. Apparently that takes some money. Well, I'll tell you what. Let me go apply for another federal grant here. And that's why it's not going anywhere. That's why nothing's moving. I bet that's why this isn't going down here either. So let me go get another federal grant. See if they'll grant me another $1 million to terraform this here. And I'll be right back. Alright, we are back, guys. Our government is a very generous government. They gave us another grant here, so we are going to try to continue doing what we were doing. Let's see. I wonder if I ran out of money over here, if this is just not... See, it's not giving me the red square of death anymore. So, let me try to level this. I wonder if I could maybe step it down here somewhere. Like that. Go ahead and take out this hill. Yeah, it's working great now. Works great when you got money. Well, it takes a lot of money to do this. I'm glad we went back to the federal government there and got another grant. And look, I'm already down to $810,000. So now I am getting a square here. Let me decrease the size of this and see if this is just something that's just gonna be there, or... Yeah, it's not wanting to let me. I'm not out of money, am I? No, I'm not out of money. I'm going to keep an eye on that from now on. Let's see. But it will not let me run up in there. Let me go behind it, I think. No, not even behind it. Well, okay, we found a place where we can't do that. So they do exist. Well, if I can't raise or lower that, I'm going to have to raise up around it. Not out of money, am I? No. Let me raise up around it here. Try to build it up. Back up here. We'll have to slope this then. That's usually what that means. So we'll try to build some of this back up here. Get it sloped off. I think I can smooth most of that out. I knew we would have to slope this, I just didn't know to what extent. Because it would have to match up with that. So let me raise some of this back up here. Let me get in here where I can see. Raise some of this back up. What I'm going to try to do is kind of step it down a little. That way I can maybe smooth it out a little bit. Gradual increases here. Gradual. Yeah, I need to bring this up some more back here. Come on, terrain. Behave. There we go. I think we're back to the original there. Come back up with this a little bit. Alright, and then we'll have to slope this off. I wonder if I can work on this with the smoothing tool here now. Try to get some of this down. Smoothed out. Probably gonna have to lower that some more. I really wanted to keep it kind of flatter here. Let me see if I can go down with it a little bit. Gotta love that smoothing tool. Comes in handy. Still need to bring this down, I think. Bring it on down. See, I'm bringing it down, and I think it's what's doing is it's hitting this higher elevation, and when I bring it down, it's bringing it down from that when I drag it out, so that's where the issue comes in at. Maybe if I just do just a little bit at a time here. Let me get my bigger brush size to do this. What eats through the money when you do this? Look at that, I am burning through my money there. But I kind of want to get it leveled out here now. Yeah, I'm probably making it way worse. Bring this down. Just bring it down in gradual steps maybe. And then work the work the smoothing tool on it. Maybe bring this up a little. Let's try that. Let's try to smooth some of this out now. Ooh, it's taking shape. It's taking shape. Smooth this out. Get all this smooth. Get that re-leveled there. It's a work in progress, guys. Work in progress. See if I can get this leveled out here where I want it. Seems to be going okay. We have spent $500,000. Or, well, actually more than that, because we ran out of money there with our original money, so. Come on, smooth out. Smooth on out there. Yeah, I know I'm taking out part of that field, but this is going to be expanded anyway, so. See if we can get this a little more even here. Come on down. It's coming down slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. And this will have to be... I think that needs to be raised up a little. And then smooth it down. Maybe a little more. Smooth it on down here. It takes patience to do this, I will say that. But you can see this mountain is already gone. I mean, it was way up here. It was really tall. And I think if we just keep working with this smoother, we might be able to get all this nulled out here. Yeah, look at that. Look at it reformed like that. That is cool. Already the road is back almost to where it was. The only piece I've got a problem with is that right there. And I might be able to work around it. Look at it reshape. Look at that. Get the road back there. There we go. And we'll bring that down. Smooth that out a little bit. See what we got. See how it looks from here. Re-elevate some of this. Because what I want to do is slope it up from the field down here. Let's get this kind of smoothed out here. Yeah, I'm going to have to do some work back here. I would say it looks okay. Maybe just go over it with the smoother a few more times. I think I need to kind of increase this little thing here. I don't know what to do with that. Should I re-elevate this around here to match up with that? Because it won't go away at all. It's like a little mini volcano looking thing here. I was going to say I would raise it up to, maybe raise it up around it, like so. Bring this terrain up. Maybe work with that. See what we can do here. Can I just raise that little bit up in there to match that? I think I'm still going to have to come up to the elevation that it's at. Looks like. Yeah, like that. And then what I'm going to have to do is raise this up to match that. To kind of smooth it at an angle here. So what I want to do is build like steps. So I'll raise that part. Raise this part a little. No, I don't think that needs to be raised very much. Definitely raise this over here a little bit. See, this is where your money, look at the money. It flies away. Come fly with me. Don't want to raise this too much here. Maybe a little bit more here. Get it blocked off because that's kind of high. Alright, I may have to get another federal grant here, guys. I'm just saying. Terraforming takes money. And if you don't know what you're doing, like me, you can burn through it really fast. So, maybe just a little here. Maybe just a little there. Just a little bit. There's a little bit there. A little bit here, a little bit there. Alright, let's work with that and see what we can do. I've got it back up here now. Come on, mouse. Spin around here. There's that little notch right there where the mouse is at. Hopefully I can do this way. So we're going to zoom in and try to smooth this out. See, it's rising up to match it. See that? See it rising up to match it there? Get it nice and smooth there. A little bit more on this side. I think I need to come up a little more. I think I do. Try and smooth that down now. See now it's rising up around it. There we go. This is probably what I need to do over there on the east side of 23. Just to match it up, you know. Let's get this smoothed up here. Whoop. Smooth that on down a little. Get these corners. What you want to do is kind of elevate. You don't want to decrease the top. You want to elevate the bottom if you can. And if you hold your mouse just over it, we should be able to. Probably have to elevate that a little more. The smaller the steps you can make it, the better off you'll be. I will say that. Because you don't want it too steep. You might have to raise this up here. Just build some smaller steps. We may have to get another grant, guys. I'm just saying. Now let's smooth that up to there. Still think I need to come up some more. I need to hold my mouse still when I do it though. Get this evened out here. Yeah, I'm going to have to raise these up a little. Even if it's just a little bit. I'm going to have to raise this up too. Come on. Elevate, land. Elevate. Smooth out. Making hills is hard. See, now I need to elevate that a little. Especially when we want to plant it. We want to be able to plant it in and make it smoother. There's a lot to it. And this will probably be an extended episode with me derping around with this, trying to fix it. Thank God for the smoothing tool, though. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. I don't think this is gonna work. Because now it's hilly again and it's not smooth. So, what do we do? What do we do? We gotta keep this point. We know that. Because it will not go anywhere. So what we're gonna have to do is raise this up a little. Try to make it the best we can here. It just takes a lot of patience to get it to where you want it. Because Lord knows we ain't there. Is the terrain changing down here still? It actually looks a little bit smoother than it did. Maybe it's still changing. I think it is. I think it's kind of smoothing out here and leveling out. Maybe I can do that with this hill over here. Probably need to move my tractor. See, we still got a mess up here to contend with. Let me see if we can... Yeah, there we go. There we go. Come on down, hill. Come on down. If I just hold the smoother, maybe we can do it with the smoother. It's still changing. You can see it moving. It seems to work better if I move it back and forth. Like a grater blade. Zoom out a little bit and get up here. Let's bring this on down. Let's kind of bring that down and smooth it if we can. Or maybe we're going about this all wrong. We have cliffs over here. And we do have the painting texture. Maybe we should just flatten this out and make cliffs. Didn't think we were going to do any mining in this game, but... No. If we do that, it'll just look weird. So let's continue the smoothing process. Just got to be patient with it. Let's see, let's bring this up. Smooth this all out here. Get it nice and smooth here as best we can. Whoop, didn't want to zoom in that far. Elevate, elevate, de-elevate. I am focused, guys. I think we're good on this side. Can bring the field up that way. Let's just say this. We'll try it this way. If it doesn't work out, the cliffs are still an option. So we can just come in here and strip mine or whatever, move all the dirt out of here. And I don't think that's going to get any smoother. Not right there. We can still create a mine back here and paint the textures as a cliff, rock cliff. If this doesn't work out. Now, I see some areas over here that I need to do some elevating. Whoop. Like that. Boy, we burned through that money. It's kind of high here in the center. This is why I like flatter maps. You don't have to do much terrain work on them. These maps with these rolling hills like this, you gotta do a ton of work with them to get them smoothed out. And just go back and forth like this, see if that works. It's still working. It's still making some changes because look, the money's still falling. And it looks like it's getting smoother. It looks like that hill is gradually coming down. I think this will work like this, guys. I really do. Just bring this, let's work on this hill here a little bit. Try to bring it down. Bring this part up here. Get it nice and level back here. Maybe work on it this way. Level on down, hill, level on down. Just maybe not so steep. Am I at the road? Yep. Just kind of bring it back and forth here, and it seems to work. The money's still falling, so it's doing something. It seems to be leveling that out a little bit. It seems to be getting straighter and smoother. Take some more of this hill off back here. I want it a little bit smoother here. Let's get all this worked out over here. And now it's giving me that red thing of death. Terrain cannot be modified here. Terrain cannot be modified here. Giants! Listen up. Fix the terrain tool, okay? We want to be able to make it smooth. And when you say we can't modify terrain here, you're stifling our creativity. Smooth out, smooth out, smooth out. I think it's getting there. I think it's working. But I am still willing to revisit the cliff idea. Just saying. I think this needs to come up. A little more. I'm going to be back where I started. You guys know that. The hill's going to be back. And we will have spent $1 million of the government's money. Oh, the red square of death. Come on. Oh boy. The red square of death, no. Well, I think it looks better than it did. Maybe. I don't know. We've kind of got a big lump out here in the center of our field now. So, because the field used to sit here. And this won't elevate anymore. I can smooth it, but it's doing something. It's because it wouldn't be doing nothing if the money wasn't moving, right? I don't like it, guys. I'm not happy. It is just not going as planned. Mainly because of this right here. You get the red square of death. Terrain cannot be modified here. Terrain cannot be modified here. Even right here. This could be modified. It could be smoothed out, but it won't let me. It won't let you. It's just... I'm very close to going with the cliff idea. See, we have these cliffs back here, and I know it won't match up, you know, perfectly with this texture. The texture of these cliffs back here, but we can make something out of it. And we'd have flat ground to work with. So, I'm thinking that's what I want to do. But we're going to have to get another government grant to do it. And to really do it, we would want it flat kind of with this level of terrain here. This that goes all the way with the road here. So we would want it flat with that. That means we would have to terraform this entire area out here. Even this field over here that slopes up and all this, because there would be a cliff going that way. To do that, we would have to cut all the trees first, stump out all the stumps. And then there would be a cliff right here. So we'll get back to this area. We'll apply for another government grant. Maybe a little more this time around. Why don't we try to work on this over here? We'll smooth this out. At least to where we can get Project 23 done here. Get it nice and smooth, and that way we can plow this up and get it planted. I won't do the cliff deal over here. We'll just try to smooth this out the best we can. Wonder if I can get this down by the road down here. This little bump out here. It's going down slowly but surely. I don't know, I kind of want to flatten this out too to make it even with the road here. Not the red thing of death again. Let me try changing the size of the tool, see if that works. Yeah, see, now it's not. Well, it is there a little bit. It's right there. So, does that mean it's not up here either? Yeah, it's just certain areas that get that way. Trying to get this. See, it's doing it again. It's getting to where it won't let you level. The tool is broken. It works, you know, for some areas, but not all. So we can't really level this out the way we really need to. So we may just have to make do with what we got. Which is not a whole lot, because if it's halfway working, that means this area is going to be halfway smooth. Let me work on this down here. Get this grass out of here. To where I can see what we're working with here. See these kind of lumps down here? Let me try to work on these. See if I can get this area a little bit smoother. Hopefully it won't give me the square of death or the circle of death. Seems to be working okay down here, so we'll maybe be able to do our field down here at the very least. But this hill and that hill behind us back there, gee whiz. Alright, I think we're good there. Let me try to decrease some of this elevation here. Bring this up maybe. Yeah, it might not come up. Alright, well, I think we're good there. Let me look at this down here a little bit more, because it was kind of uneven. Let's get rid of... I do 2 on this land. What? Now it's telling me I don't own the land that I land. I don't own the land that I own the land. They don't know that I own the land that I own the land that I don't know that I own the land. You know, that, yeah. So, I think this is pretty smooth. I own this land. What are they talking about? They've lost their minds. I have the deeds. I will show you the deed. I own the land. Let's decrease this. Maybe it's just the fact that it's bleeding over into the thing there. I own this land. This land is my land, and it's my land only. It's not your land and my land. This is my land. Oh my gosh. Never have I ever. Alright, that looks smooth down there. This looks pretty smooth right in here. Maybe I can elevate that a little. Maybe not. Oh well. It'll still plant over it because it's smooth. Oh yeah, there's some spots down here that we can smooth out. Just try to keep it nice and smooth here. And at least we can expand this area. Sounds like the village people from Minecraft, or I know they're not the village people, but you know, the villagers. The square of death. No square of death. You will not determine how we do this. I keep wanting to go back here and work. Yeah, that brought the road up a little bit. May have to move the road over or something. But if I do the cliff idea, which I think might happen, we're really going to have to get the forestry area back here first, though. So what I may do, I may level some of this out a little bit more. and get this plowed, cut the trees, get it plowed up, and plant what we can back here, and then expand it. We're gonna need some money. We gotta go to the government again. If you really want us to feed the kids, we need a government grant. Alright, I think that's good, guys. What I'm going to do from here is just expand 23. And I think that'll work. I think I can plow that. It's kind of on a decline here, but I think it's doable. So yeah, we'll get 23 expanded. And go from there. So at least we can have this field, you know, kind of out here and ready to go. I think that's as smooth as we're going to get it until we get into elevating it. And elevating is very, very tricky business, as you can tell from this area back here. So I think that's good right there. We'll expand 23, plow it up, and plant it, and then we'll go to the government before we come back, and we may just have to make some cliffs back there like they did over on this side. See, I think they had issues too, so they made some cliffs. Look at that. So we'll make some cliffs that somewhat look like that. They'll probably look more like, well, not that. I don't think there's any really realistic areas to look at to compare. But we'll make some custom cliffs and try to make them look decent, somewhat decent. Alright, so we'll come back and plow that up, and we're going to flatten all that out at some point. Alright guys, let me hop out of this, back into my tractor. Not that one, that's the one we had. Alright, so we'll work on that and work on this. Actually, it doesn't look that bad. I think with a few little tweaks here and there, it probably wouldn't be bad. We still have this big bubble here though, and it's either going to be this bubble. See, here's the part that won't go away. It's kind of like on that field over by 22. This, if we could just get rid of this. There's nothing there, there's no stump. I've checked, all the stumps are gone, and believe me, I have thoroughly checked. To make this, I guess we could come up to here, maybe re-elevate this a little bit, and just have like a straight shot down there with. It's too bad we can't shoot like a laser and be like level here, and then boom, it pops in. So if we elevate this a little more out here, I don't know, the cliff idea seems so much easier. It costs more money, but I don't know, we're not that far. I think we can make this work. If we do a little bit of re-elevation maybe right here and try to smooth it out some more. We're still going to have the big bubble, but I mean, we may just have to live with it. Can re-elevate this here a little. I'm going to do some work on it, guys. I'm gonna tweak it and try to see what I can do with it. And we'll come back and hopefully it'll be ready. Okay? Alright. So that's the plan. We're going to try to work with it. We may just have to farm the hills here. This is not that bad. It's not as bad as it was. It was really up there. It was about that tall. So I'll do some more smoothing on it and maybe a little re-elevating here and there and see if I can make it work. Alright guys, until next time, remember you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. We'll see you guys later.